Hello and welcome, friends. This is the series on Julius Caesar, one of the very famous Shakespearean tragedy. We are doing Act 5th, Scene 1st and 2nd, which form the first half of the Act 5th, and Act 5th is going to be the last act of this play. This is presented by me, Palak Sharma. Few things about me. I'm an economics honors student, a poet at heart, a theatre geek, and that's why I'm doing this Shakespearean drama with you. I'm a mixture of Keats and Shakespeare. Literature and economics please me equally. And once you're done watching this lesson and this series, do not forget the 3 R's and the S. Rate, review, recommend, and share the lessons. Let the light shine. And here's my link to follow me on Unacademy. You can definitely follow here. Now we are on Act 5th and Scene 1st. Octavius and Antony, they are located on a battlefield in Philippi, and they have just learned that Brutus and Cassius are marching towards them. Now a messenger arrives and tells both the generals, Antony and Octavius, that the enemy is so close that they must do something quickly. So Antony orders Octavius to lead your battle softly upon the left hand of the even field. So this is what Antony is saying, that you should move but slowly on the left hand. But Octavius now contradicts him and he decides to march on the right hand side. Now Antony is again annoyed by this and he's asking, "Why do you cross me in this exigent?" So Octavius replies, "I do not cross you, but I will do so." Now Brutus and Cassius, they arrive at the head of their army. The villains, they are already in Sardis, as we know, which is Turkish Empire. So Octavius asks as if he should give the sign of battle now, and Antony says, "No, Caesar, we will answer on their charge. We'll be retaliating, we won't attack first." The generals all meet and they converse, and they but only insult each other. There is no negotiation taking place actually. So Antony accuses Brutus. In this case, what happens is Antony is accusing Brutus and Cassius of being the villains, killing Julius Caesar, his very dear friend. And they would not have, Cassius tells Brutus that they would not have to listen to Antony now if he had been killed already, as he originally wanted to, as Cassius wanted to, I'm sorry. So the men refuse to back down. None of them backs down actually, and they're forced to return to their armies and prepare for their own battles. So Cassius tells Messala, he comes over to Messala and he tells that these are the conspirators again, and he tells him that this battle is similar to the one Ptolemy fought and lost against Caesar. So he's reminding Cassius and Brutus as well. Messala, who is one of the conspirator himself, he's reminding Cassius that this is going to be a lost battle because this is similar to the one Pompey fought and lost against Caesar. He points out that although not normally superstitious, he's upset. He's upset by the fact that the 2 eagles who accompanied the army all the way from Sardis, now they have been replaced by crows and ravens. They are the symbols of bad things to come. They are bad omens. Whereas the eagle was a sign of victory. So they have lost their victory, which is being replaced by their own when losing. They're going to be defeated. He ends his speech. Messala comes and ends his speech by stating, "Our army lies ready to give the ghost." Now Cassius then asks Brutus that, and he asks him that what he will do if they should lose the battle. What will be the case? Because now all the conspirators, they are aware of the fact that they will not be able to face this kind of wrath before Caesar's ghost, because they are aware that Caesar is dead, but yet his mighty power is not yet replaceable. The conspirators have realized that they are no one before Caesar. He's alive, he's powerful, he's mighty, he's ambitious even after his death. The very reason they killed him. So it's again that Brutus rejects suicide. He says, "I won't be dying with a suicide. I do not want to die like this." But he also tells Cassius that he will never be dragged through the streets of Rome as a bound prisoner. So Brutus is a person who has a self-respect. We all know Brutus is the good guy. He is the good person. He's not a bad person. Cassius may be bad. He is bad, we all know. Cinna may be bad, but Brutus is a good guy. He did everything for Rome. So he's saying that I would not commit a suicide. It's not a sin I have committed. I have done something for Rome. And he also eliminates the option of being dragged through the streets of Rome as a bound prisoner, because it will be against his own idea of himself, his self-respect. He was not going to counter it by being dragged on the streets. It will be very insulting for anyone who has been a kind of elite aristocrat in any older times. So he rejects both those ideas. The two generals, that is Brutus and Cassius, they say each other a dramatic farewell, as you can read in the last part of this scene, and then they return to their respective armies and they start preparing for their battle. So this is the end of the Act 5 and scene first. Now we moved on to the second part of the thing, which is not very wide. It's a very small scene in which the battle begins, and Brutus, he gives Messala the orders to bring Cassius. That is what Brutus tells Messala, that go and bring Cassius. He also tells Messala to inform Cassius that he needs to advance faster in order to reach and catch Octavius's flank, which is not fighting very well. So what's happening is Brutus is against Antony and Octavius is against Cassius. So this is the kind of duet going on where there are two people against two other people. So they are fighting a man on man rather than an army on an army. So now Brutus is busy fighting Antony, and he has sent a message through Messala that Cassius should be warned that Octavius's troops are not doing well, they are not strong enough, so you can just move further and faster in order to fight him, and because they are not so fast, you can just go and defeat them very easily. So at least one part of the battle will be won by those people, though they are aware that the signs are not good, omens are bad, eagles have been replaced, but yet there's something inside them. The thing which forced them to kill Caesar, the same thing now forces them to fight for this battle. So this is it. This is the scene first and second of Act 5th. We'll be doing the later scenes in the next lesson. So thank you, and rate, review, recommend, and share the lesson. Let the light shine. Thank you.